Look at this fucking guy, man.
That's a good-looking guy, Davey Grant.
Look at this fucking guy.
You know what that looks like? It looks like like he's just it looks like like he's a fucking like a lawyer picture on the billboard. Like just that sneaky look that he's got.
Leaning in, one leg forward.
The power look with the, I gotcha. You can look in his eye. If you look in that guy's eye, if Davey Grant was a fucking lawyer, he's got me. I trust that guy. With that look, I'm going to court with that guy. I'm going to the court with that guy with the murder weapon, waving it around. He's going to get me off. I trust Davey Grant. I did it, guys. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Listen to what I have to say, jury.
Perry says, what's the deal with all these pale pictures? It's UFC London, and people from England look like that. Next up at UFC London, we have Davey Grant taking on Daniel Marcos. Another line flip fight. Davey Grant opened as a favorite. Probably going to close as the dog. He's 13-6 overall. He's 3-2 in his last 5 years, riding a 2-fight win streak. He's taking on the dangerous Daniel Marcos. This guy's undefeated, 14-0. He's coming off his second round knockout over Simon Oliveira. Davey Grant's a busy striker. Utilizes kicks for range, punches for damage. He's got some very real power as well that sort of snuck in there later in his career. A lot of you are probably going to forget. You can see his recent fights. He started as a grappler. He is a grappler by trade, developed striking over time, and now he's been a bit of a striker lately. He has 11 fights in the UFC banner, so he has a ton of fight IQ here. Even when he does get dropped, he stays composed. He's able to work through it. He's coming out of that submission win over Rafael Sunsao, where he did drop him first, and then he landed an inverted triangle. Yeah, but let's not forget.
Did you know how that all happened?
How'd that all happen?
Well, because there was a fence grab, or was it a fence grab or something like that?
It was. And they gave up was winning that fight.
Yeah, and Keith Peterson's like, all right, back to your feet. They're like, no, we want the position. We want the position. They're like, sorry about you. And then Davey Grant fucking, like, because the Sunsao was like tired and stuff, but he finally got that position to just ride out the round and win the fight because he was dominating that fight. And then Keith Peterson's like, fuck you. And then Davey Grant fucking knocks him down and submits a reverse triangle.
Yeah, I mean, that was, I do remember, obviously.
I mean, he was getting beat on that entire fight. It was not a really that close fight.
He was, and then his Sunsao retired, which is a shame, because sort of a screw job there. But he's taking on Daniel Marcos. This guy's a very effective striker. He's got power. He's got accuracy. He does a nice job stringing together combinations while marching forward. He throws 1-2s, and he follows them up with flying knees, elbows. Takedown defense is a great 88%. And with 8 knockouts on his record and 6 decisions on his record, you know he's dangerous and he has cardio. He's not a one-round or bust kind of guy. He's coming off that knockout win over Simon Oliveira where he looked absolutely fantastic. This is an easy breakdown. These odds are, I still think this is incredible value on Daniel Marcos. I love Daniel Marcos. I actually got better odds than this just by a little bit. I got minus 121. I put a half a unit on him. I think Daniel Marcos is just going to light up Davey Grant in the feet and defend whatever poorly timed takedowns come his way. Davey Grant does have slick BJJ. So if this does get to the ground, potentially something could happen, but so did Simon Oliveira, and that didn't really work out. So all over Daniel Marcos here. I've got that bet on him, and I mean, one of my more confident picks on this card for sure. What do you think, Jake? Oh, you say this all the time. He's never been knocked out, but that doesn't mean he can't be knocked out, right? He's been knocked down, he's been rocked, and he's only getting older. I think Daniel's probably going to stop him here. What do you think?
Yeah, I think Daniel is definitely the more talented fighter and should have the the minus money for that. And he should be able to finish a guy if he is who we think he is, right? And a lot of people have talked. This is one of those people talk about Daniel Marcos. When you're listening to their broadcast, they bring up that other fighters talk about Daniel Marcos. Like he is a guy that could be a top 5 guy in this division. That's how highly other fighters think of him. So he's a very, very talented guy. What worries me a little bit is he will kind of wait and he will land his shots and he will land his shots. But when he thinks he has you hurt or he looks like you are about to be hurt or finished, boom, he will flip a switch and he will lay it on you. And that is very, very dangerous against a guy like Davey Grant, who, as you mentioned, will get hurt, but will fight through those positions. And if you come down, like Daniel Marcos will do sometimes, hands low, trying to chase the finish, throw a little bit wild, and Davey Grant comes up with a shot where you think he's hurt, and he does have power, he can put people away even when he is hurt. So that's what worries me a little bit, because he does get a little bit too wild when people are hurt, and Davey Grant is very, very dangerous even when he is hurt. So I do think Daniel Marcos is going to win this fight. I understand the value that you see because I do believe he is the much better fighter, overall fighter, and can handle himself definitely in the striking. He is a better striker in this matchup. But there is a little bit, the undefeated guy, when adversity comes and all of a sudden he's, you don't want that first adversity to come against a guy like Davey Grant because he will fucking drown you if he hurts you in any kind of way. So, I'm picking Daniel Marcos, but I'm staying away from it a little bit. This is actually one of my, as far as like money lines and stuff like that, this is one of my least bet cards because I think a lot of these fights are really, really close. I have some safety bets and stuff, but as far as like just picking fights, there's a lot where I'm making picks and I'm just like, I don't know if I trust it.
It's funny. I was the opposite, man. I was like breaking down the fights, doing my notes. And I was like, yep, this guy. And I liked a lot of the money line. The props is what I don't really love, but the money lines I liked this week.
Cool.
So I have more than usual. Fucking
I bet your nipples are hard saying that.
Well, this one's always hard because it was pierced. This one is not.
I just don't understand why you ever want to casually bring that up. Like, you're secretly proud of it. It makes no
Everybody
sense
knows.
at all.
Everybody knows.
Well, I don't think they do because we get literally thousands of new subscribers every month. So people are being like, people right now are going to be like, wait,
we get
what the fuck did you just say?
About 1,000. Not
thousands.
No, I wish it was thousands. It's about 1,000.
Well, it'll fucking steamroll, I'll tell you that. Oh, we got $1.99.
No, we're not there yet. $7,700 for Davey Grant in DraftKings.
Did you already pre-read it?
I did read it. Are you going to spend that $7,700 in DraftKings?
That's lock of the week.
I will spend $8,500 on Daniel Marcos.
Yeah, I haven't really looked at DraftKings, but that seems like pretty interesting value. I will say that.
Yeah, I mean, you just did that whole breakdown of how Davey Grant was getting smoked by a 40-year-old.
He does.
And now you're like, I don't know.
He's
about
dangerous. I just don't like the way.
Prospect.
I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like the way the guy tries to finish fights against a dangerous guy. Yeah, I can break down film very much in depth, Angelo. You're right.
If Daniel Marcos, that's why I made it a point to say he's got 8 knockouts and 6 decisions. Because if Daniel Marcos only had knockouts, it would be like, okay, if Davey Grant is tough, but
he does get aggressive when people are.
Sure.
When he's trying to, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's what you should do.
No, yeah.
It's just I want to be elbows. I want hands up here, and he gets a little bit. And Davey's one of those weird dudes.
Well, if you want to unlock everything and anything, $10 a month, it is the most complete premium package on planet Earth. That is without a shadow of a doubt. My challenge to you, if you can find somebody else that has more to offer in their premium, I'll give you a month for free because it's impossible. You're going to find people that have some
impossible
bets.
For a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible. Do you know what that is?
No. Do I look like the type of person that would know what that is?
It's Cinderella.
I've seen Cinderella with the girls a bunch of times. I don't remember that.
For a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage.
Why are you watching Cinderella?
Impossible. I mean, I watched as a kid. I just have a fucking decent memory. It's not destroyed by alcohol. You have an alcoholic's brain. So.
Okay.
I'm locked in.
Brain convince you that you were dying of a drug overdose when you weren't?
Yeah, it saved my life is what it did. Yours would just lay in your own vomit. Mine was dialing 911 while I didn't even know what the fuck was going on. My subconscious is trying to save me. Yours trying to put you down.
Okay. Anyway, $1.99 super chat from J Dub said, if y'all dated, I bet Jake would be bottom minus 250. Thank
if you're
you.
listening on Spotify or Apple, whatever, he says I would be top minus 250, and that's the easiest money I've ever made.
Thanks, J Dub.
I'll fuck you up.
What a conundrum that is. He did the super chat, so I got to pin it, but then it's like not something I really want to be pinning.
I pin
Where
you.
do I draw the line?
I'll fucking pin you down. Nibble on that ear. That's the go-to move. I was thinking about that the other day. If you guys really want to
nibbling my ear.
Yeah, well, if you guys really want to kind of make a statement in the bedroom when you're behind a girl, get a little on the ear, on the little edge of the ear. They'll really like that. I promise you.
Twister? That sounds like a. Okay.
They'll be like.
I would assume 80% of our subscribers have never met a girl, let alone.
And I had. That's not including me. Can you verify that I have? You're pretty sure.
How do I know?
Yeah, you're pretty sure.
How do I know? You tell me.
I think at one time at the Tiki, you saw me talk to that girl.
I have known.
I told her I'll take a vodka tonic.
I've known you for
Get it? 'Cause
many
she's the
years now.
bartender?
I've never seen you like hold hands or anything.
I don't fucking hold hands. I'm not a bitch.
Right, fine. I
I literally
get
don't
that.
hold hands. You're not gonna fucking hold my hand. Sorry.
No. I get that.
I don't
but
do.
I've never.
I don't do anything. I don't do, and that's why I'm fucking single. Because
Yeah,
I don't fucking do any of that shit.
explains-
I don't say, babe. Hey, babe. Nah, fuck that.
All these people are just gonna be Mike Tysoning ears because you told them to on a fight breakdown live stream. Congratulations.